Growth of commercial radio. From this beginning, the evolution of broadcasting was rapid. Many persons who wanted to hear music from the air soon created a demand of receivers that were suitable for operation by the layman. The increase in the number of listeners in turn justified the establishment of stations especially for the purpose of broadcasting entertainment and information programs. The first commercial radio station was KDKA in Pittsburgh, which went on the air in the evening of November 2, 1920, with a broadcast of the returns of Harding Koch's presidential election. The success of the KDKA broadcast and of the musical programs that were initiated thereafter motivated others to install similar stations. A total of 8 were operating in the United States by the end of 1921. The popularity of these early stations created two possible sources of financial support to offset the operating costs of broadcasting. First, there were possibilities for profit in the manufacture and sale of radio receiving equipment, and second, the fame attained by the organizations operating the first broadcasting stations called attention to the value of broadcasting as an advertising medium. Advertising eventually became the principal means of support for broadcasting in United States. Between 1921 and 1922, the sale of radio receiving sets and of opponent parts of use in home construction of such sets began a boom that was followed immediately by a large increase in the number of transmitting stations. By November 1, 1922, 564 broadcasting stations had been licensed. Interconnection of stations. The use of long distance wire telephone lines in 1922 to connect a radio station in New York City with one in Chicago to broadcast a description of a gridiron football game introduced a new idea into radio broadcasting. In 1926, the National Broadcasting Company purchased WEAF in New York and using it as a originating station established a permanent network of radio stations to which it distributed daily programs. Some of these programs were sponsored by advertisers and furnished revenue to both the network and its associated stations, while others were supported by the network with a portion of the time being set aside for public service features. Government regulation. Although the growth of radio broadcasting in the United States was spectacularly swift in the early years, it also proved to be unplanned and unregulated. Furthermore, business arrangements that were being made between the leading manufacturers of radio equipment and the leading broadcasters seemed to threaten monopoly.